Good morning. So I had two dreams last night. One, both of them involved two guys that I am not currently engaged to, but don't exist. They're made up dream guys. Literally, dream guys. So the first dream, let me think, involved me and a group of other people in some sort of, I almost want to say like a hotel or something, but it was a scary hotel. It had, you could go in or, it's so hard to recall some of these parts of these dreams, because for one, they sound ridiculous, but most of my dreams are, so, um, so, okay, I am going into this hotel. I guess at first it wasn't necessarily a scary hotel. It wasn't one that I wasn't supposed to go in. It was an okay hotel, but it had like a, what do you call it? Like a maze sort of thing that you had to get through. The purpose of the hotel was not for people to go in and stay the night for whatever purpose. It was something else that I can't quite pinpoint. So it's a group of people. They're my friends, and I happen to get together with one of the guy friends, and we somehow like express our love for each other, and then something happens and my other friends get kidnapped, and then we have to go searching for them, and when we finally find out where they are, there's this monster or this guy, and he's coming after us, and he's got a knife, and I have a knife too, so I'm trying to attack him. It's not really working out. I could see my friends, they're in trouble, and me and the guy that I have recently confessed my love to try to attack this guy, and it's all really dark. I don't know if anybody else has experienced like a dream in which it gets really dark, like you really can't see anything. You're just kind of like, you try to, like if I was to go into the dream and flip a switch or turn the light on, well, it doesn't make it any brighter, it just stays dark. So it's one of these moments. And, okay, so the guy is coming at us. I try to swipe at him with a knife, and I, like, cut his arm, but not completely off. So I cut his arm, and then he comes back and swipes me, and cuts me pretty deeply. And then the guy that I am in love with now, goes to attack him too, and the bad guy stabs him. So he's like on the ground in pain, and he can't really do anything else. So one of the, I don't know if you want to say like groundskeepers of the hotel, the bad guy is like about to kill me. I'm on the ground, he's about to kill me, I'm about to be done for. The hotel guy, as the bad guy is swinging up his sword or knife or whatever it is to like stab me and kill me, the hotel guy chops his head off. And that was the end of the dream. It was pretty crazy. And then the other dream I had was had a famous person in it. It was, we were all having, it was almost, I want to say it was like it was a dark party where it was a whole bunch of kids who were kind of outcasts, I think it headlined as like a LGBT party, but it was dark themed. Everybody was wearing dark clothes, and it was all kind of grungy and stuff. But it was in like almost like a school. Yawning. A school cafeteria or a school theater room or something like that. It was huge though, and there was tons of people there, and we were all having a good time. And this one was bright. It was almost like it was set during the day, but it wasn't like a club party. It was just like a get together type party, and so we're all having a good time. And I have fallen in love with someone else in this dream, another guy who's older, and well, I guess in my dream I'm older too. I'm always older in my dreams because I think that's internally how I feel walking around campus, is that I'm older than the majority of the kids there. Anyway, so we're having this party, and then all of a sudden a whole bunch of jocks and people in white come in, and they're crashing our party. So we're all boos, but they're running us out because there's more of them, and they're jocks, so they're willing to harm us if we don't get out of the way. So we all run out of the room, get run out, really, and the jocks take over and have their party, whatever, and I say a couple really witty, disgusting things to some of the people that are trying to harass me, trying to get me to like take my top off or something. But yeah, so I say those witty things, and then we leave. And then there's some sort of an emergency, and everyone has to leave. And there's 2 floors. Oh my gosh, I just realized something. I think that the guy that I fell in love with resembled Jeff Goldblum, which is really random because I've never like really been attracted to Jeff Goldblum, but I'm pretty sure that he was a Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park type of character. Okay, so there's 2 levels to this auditorium type thing that we're in, and I see up in the distance that he's in the glass window of the second level. So I get in the elevator to go up to get him because I'm not leaving without him. And so I get up there and I see that he's about to go down the stairs, or no. Okay, so I thought I saw him up there, and then by the time I get to the elevator and I get in and start to close the door, I see him through the crack of the door, and I'm like, oh my god, and I open the door back, and I go out there, and we embrace. Because something horrible is happening, and we're in danger, and it's the appropriate time to embrace. So we did. And then we all ran out. And then at some point, we go into this pod type area, and I hide. He gets captured along with a bunch of other people. In fact, I can't find once I finally come out of hiding, I can't find anyone that I knew before. So I go to where I think they're being held captive, and it's this like, I think this is where this came into my mind. I was reading about the what are they called? So anyway, that dome shape was in my mind, and I think that's where this came from. But that's where my friends and my new lover were being held captive by people that weren't human, and I think that came from, I watched Land of the Lost the other day, and the alien type creatures there, sea sacs or something. So they were similar looking creatures. Anyway, so I go in there and I peek and I find that, my friends, that's where my friends are being held captive. And I'm like, crap, I can't go in there by myself and expect to rescue all my friends, more specifically, rescue my new lover. So, Jeff Goldblum. So, I run back to the auditorium type area where nobody's there anymore. It's completely deserted. And I run into Joe Jonas. And, of course, Joe Jonas will save the day. So, I get him, and I'm like, Joe, you've got to help all my friends and my new lover. They're captured, and you have to come see this and help. And he's like, sure, okay, I'll come. Anything to help a fan. So, Joe Jonas comes back with me, and for some reason he has like sheets of music in his hand. I don't know where that came from, but he has them. They weren't helpful at all, but he has them in his hand. So we go back to the pod area, and there's like some machine that comes out we're transported into a field where things are happening, almost like, ag type things going on where they're watering the field, the crops or something like that. So, but really what they're doing is freezing it all. So we have to get inside the pod quickly, or else we're going to get frozen by the freeze machine that's freezing the crops for some reason. So a thing's coming, and we get a little frozen, and it's a little shocking, but we are able to get into the pod. And this is the dream I had more recently, so I remember it a little bit better. It's a little bit longer, sorry. Okay, so we get in the pod, and we get in the first part of the pod. There's nobody there. It's vacant. And then we poke our heads through and see the second part of the pod, and we do see the little guys patrolling around. I can't see my friends or my lover, Jeff Goldblum, but we do see the bad guys kind of patrolling around and making sure everybody's staying in their spot, I guess. So it starts to end here. I start to go down, and I think Joe Jonas goes to the other end and starts to go down another entrance, and it's like one of those you see up a water tower, the metal ladder rungs up a water tower or some large building that you can't go inside of. So the rungs are going down far into the pit area. So I start going down the ladder, and then Joe is on, on the other end going down. Excuse me. Going down the other end as well, and they see him, and they start shooting at him, and he falls down, and they catch him, and they capture him, and they're locking him up too. And I'm like, well, shit, now I have to rescue Joe Jonas as well. This is just great for me. So I go back up the ladder, and then I try to devise some sort of plan, some sneaky plan. And I was like, well, they didn't capture me the first time I went down, so maybe they're not paying attention to that particular ladder rung. So I try to go back down the ladder rung, and they see me, and they start shooting at me, and so I decide I'm just going to end it. And I don't want to be dreaming anymore, so I'm going to end this dream. So there's some barrels next to the bottom of the ladder rung, so I just jump into one of the barrels and wake myself up. And that was the end of that dream. So yeah, there you go. There's my dream sequence of, today is March 5th, and it's 12:04. So, until next time.